Hey everybody, it's Manitoba Hal again, and I'm here in motel in Grand Falls, New Brunswick, where I'm doing a workshop tomorrow. I'm not in the hotel. I'm just doing a workshop in Grand Falls, and of course it's time for your fourth Tuesday video. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Anyway, today we're going to talk about spicing up your blues. Now, we've already done in this workshop series that goes back to the beginnings of this channel. We've done how to play blues in open C, and I'll link to that below. We talked about the C minor pentatonic scale, and I've played you a whole bunch of different examples. But now we're going to talk about some specific things that you can do, which don't require a whole lot of extra practice. Well, I mean, they require some practice, especially if you've never played some different chord forms before. But basically, you don't have to learn anything new, because if you already have the basic blues progression, all we're going to be doing is substituting some chords and using some different chords. So just a quick recap. A 12-bar blues is 4 bars of C, 2 bars of F, 2 bars of C, bar of G7, bar of F, and a turnaround. That's the basic progression. Now, you can do that as fast or as slow as you want. And in the little piece at the beginning that I was playing, what I did instead of playing the first position C chord like we have here, is I played this C7 shape up on the 7th fret. Now, what we're doing here, it's hard to see probably, but I'm just taking that G7 shape that we played down here, and I'm sliding it up to the 6th fret, so that my pointer finger is on the 6th fret of the 2nd string, my middle finger goes on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, and my ring finger on the 7th fret of the 1st string. And that gives me a C7 chord, and I can strum every note and make that work nicely for me. So what I'm doing is I start by picking this 1 fret below and sliding it up. So I start on that 5th fret, which would be a B7, and slide it up to C7. And then all I'm doing at the rest of it is I'm using it chromatically. I'm going down a little bit, just, and then switching to the F as we normally play it. So what you'll have is this. One more. And now we do the descension. 1, 2, 3, 4, F. 2, 3. F7. Now F7, if you don't already know your F7 chord, this is your basic F, which is your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Then you add your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And that's an F7 chord. Now use that shape, because we're also going to use that same shape for our G7, which is the same shape moved up to the 3rd fret. So that's F moved up to 3rd fret is G7. So anyway, we come down from our descension, our C7 descension, 1, 2, and all I'm doing is taking that C7 chord shape, that G7 chord shape, pardon me, from its C7 location, dropping it 1 fret per beat. So 1 on C7, 2 on B7, 3 on B flat 7, 4 is A7, and then I play the F chord for 1 bar, and F7 for the 2nd bar, and then I go back up to my C7. And G7, down, F7, and our turnaround. And just a quick reminder, that turnaround is the your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, your ring finger, your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, and you're just doing a triplet with your right hand. Thumb, finger, thumb, thumb, finger, thumb, thumb, finger, thumb, and then a climb up from F7, F sharp 7, G7 to finish it off. So what this does, of course, is take that simple C, F, G7 blues progression and make it a little bit more interesting for you to fill in and entertain yourself. And you already know this G7 chord shape down here, so you don't have to learn anything new. You're just moving it to a new place, and you're moving it around. And that's one of the best ways to spice it up. Now, the other thing to do is if you go back to that C minor pentatonic scale that we covered, you can throw in scale runs as well. So once we do our climb down, we go to F and F7. We can come up. And all I'm doing there is trying to get this so you can see it clearly. I'm just using the first position C minor, or the second position C minor scale, which is your 6th fret on the first string, 3rd fret on the first string, 6th fret on the second string, 3rd fret on the second string, 5th fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 3rd string, and open to C. So that's what I want. So I put that together, it'd be like. And then you go right to your G7, F7, back to our C. So let's put that all together. It's like this. C7, climb down, F, F7, C7, G7, down, F7, and turn around. And there you have it. Now you don't need to know a lot to be a little fancier in what you play and a little more interesting sonically. So that's it. That's how to spice up your blues playing. Now these suggestions are not only useful in C, you can use this in any key. You just have to think in terms of where those other chord shapes are. So for example, if I wanted to play a blues in A, which I would do here, what I'd want to know is where is my A7. Now, we already know that we've got this 4-fingered F7 shape here that moves. Well, I can move that up to the 5th fret, and there's an A7 chord. So I can do that same. And then just change to my D chord and so on. So think in terms of that. Like look for other chord forms up and down the neck. Expand your chord vocabulary. Look at ways to use the scales to bridge those chord changes and chromatic movements to fill in your playing to make it a little more interesting. As always, remember to keep your groove consistent and have fun. That's what it's all about. Hey there, thanks for watching my video on how to spice up your blues. As usual, I want to thank all my Patreon subscribers. Without you, I couldn't keep this channel going. Now, for those of you who aren't part of it, I want you to know that for as little as $1 a video, you can get all kinds of behind-the-scenes tutorials, travel videos, etc. And what you're doing is you're helping me keep these videos free for you. Now, if that suits you, great. Thank you very much. Just follow the link and sign up. If it doesn't suit you, these videos are going to continue to be free, and I want you to all enjoy them. That's what the Patreon people do. They make sure that this is all available for everybody. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next month.